Hello there.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Screen Guys Podcast, Season 2, Episode 5, if my math is correct in my memory. I'll be hosting today's episode. I'm Connor.
I'm Austin.
And that is Bryson Hendricks.
Shout out!
Shout out. Let's get it. Let's get it from the beginning. Woo! Last time he was on, it was kind of a disaster trying to hand it over to him. But Bryson, it's great to have you on again. We wanted to dismiss Sean. We were planning on doing an episode, and he's just working like a dog. And I think it's one of those probably stress, exhaustion headaches.
Yeah, so, I get it, man. I get it.
Yep. So we're grateful for him. Hopefully, again, everything works out. Again, hopefully, that's the goal. But Bryson, why don't you tell us, because we kind of skipped over this last time. We know your movies, but maybe 4 movies that you almost like want to make mention of, just any 4 that you want to bring to light. And they can be bad too, if you want.
Some honorable mentions.
I just have one.
Or shows too.
Yeah, we've been. Yeah.
I don't really have any shows. I just have one movie. My parents had it on today. What I think is the most underrated Disney Channel movie out there.
Disney Channel. Okay.
Meet the Robinsons.
Oh,
we were just talking about
I thought it'd be something
that.
crazy, but
No,
yeah, it's great.
I don't hear anybody talk about this, and it's one of my favorites. Like, it's so good.
It's so good, man.
The music's great. The story's good. It's relatable.
I wonder. I don't know. I have like really low battery on my phone, so I can't really check right now. I'm saving it for later. But I wonder, did that flop in the box office?
I think so.
I would think it. Well,
I don't know.
I know it's hard to say because, well, I mean, we're going to talk about this in a second, actually, but we've even talked about this before. Definition of flop, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because as long as you make money, you kind of got to imagine that's pretty good. But then people be like, "Oh, this was a huge flop," and it's like, okay.
I don't know if it's like a general rule, but like how I see it is, it's like if you make your money, it's not a flop. Yeah, but nowadays, if it's under 500 million, everyone thinks it's flopping, and that's not the case.
Not true. Even a billion's a flop nowadays. At least for Avatar.
Right? Everyone's like, well, Fire and Ash only made 1.3 billion. Only.
They're not making the
only.
fourth.
Cool.
It finished its domestic run in the United States and Canada with approximately 170.5 million. And it looks like its budget was.
I can't imagine its budget was much higher than that.
Yeah.
Or anywhere near that.
What'd I say? 170?
This is like early 2000s.
Yeah, 2007.
Yeah.
Budget was,
Wow,
150 million.
Ooh.
Gotcha.
So it did.
It made a profit of 20 million, which is not good.
No.
But again, that's my movie. Bring light to it. I think it's a great movie.
It is. Well, and I'm gonna sound like an old grouchy dinosaur. It's also good because the reason Ozzy and I were talking about it was we said there are so many kids that need to watch this movie because of all the lessons that it teaches. That's why it's also so good. There's so many good things in it, teaching wise and life lesson wise, that make it a great film. So.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I really enjoy it. But it's great to have you on the pod. Thanks for filling in.
It's been one episode space.
That's right.
I'm
so long.
Too long.
I missed you, Bryson.
That's why we had to bring you back
I miss
on.
being here.
But we're grateful to have you. Ozzy, you want to tell us about your new Funko Pops?
Yes.
You bring to the table?
So how I kind of want to do it for me personally, it's just for me personally, is bring 3 to 5 Funko Pops that kind of represent how my week went. I brought my gamer Mickey. I played quite a bit of hours of video games this week, and I'm pretty proud of it because it's been a minute since I've put them that many hours. I have Wally here because I watched a Pixar movie that I've only seen once, and so I rewatched it for the first time this week, and that was fun. And then
that was Wally, sorry?
No, not Wally.
Oh, gotcha.
I'll talk about it when
okay,
watching.
Cool.
And then Jack Skellington, I brought Jack Skellington to kind of signify kind of horror, kind of eerie movies. I have seen so many of those movies. in 1 week. I haven't done that since like October. So that kind of signifies how my week has gone with those Funko Pops.
Nice. I love that. For anyone wondering, Ozzy has an amazing collection, by the way, like huge collection. So he'll be going kind of on a rotation.
Yes.
More consistent will be, we've got our Batman, we got Superman, Luke and Yoda, MJ, Billie Jean, Mandalorian and Grogu, MJ Thriller, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and then I finally got this Funko in the mail. Was not destroyed in the mail via eBay. Thank goodness.
Thank you, eBay. Or whoever.
Rounding out my staples. So again, from Superman onward, is that Captain Holt? From Superman to this last one, I'll do those consistently. I guess I could swap out some because Ozzy and I were talking about this super quick. Like with Masters of the Universe, He-Man's coming out this week. If I like it as much as I think I am, I'll probably get that for a Funko Pop, and I'll probably slip him in and out.
Yeah.
And then, like we're saying, if I love Supergirl nearly as much or even the same or more than Superman, I would have no problem. I told them they've already done a Supergirl with Crypto
cool.
Funko Pop. And so our completion, of course, there's one glaring omission, and it's Darth Vader.
Oh, nice.
That is not who I thought it was.
Oh, really? Who do you think it was?
You had made mention of like Goku a while back.
I do want a Goku. Well, and then Ozzy and I, again, we talked a lot about Funko Pops this last week of school. There are so many Funko Pops that I don't have that if you dove into my top 50, I could get. It was Jack Sparrow was one we talked about. Paul Atreides from Dune is a major one that I need. Indiana Jones, Lord of the Rings is up there for me.
Optimus Prime.
The 4 Ninja Turtles, but then I'd have.
You can't just have one.
But I can't have one.
I have one of them on Fortnite.
Ooh, nice.
I think it's Raphael.
I think I have Leonardo.
Well, okay. I think I actually have all 4. Actually, I think I bought the pack when they were in there. But the one real quick while we're on Funko Pops is crazy enough. The one that we were laughing about was my favorite character from The Hobbit is Thorin Oakenshield, and he's like super rare to the point where his Funko Pop on eBay is anywhere from $140 to $150.
It's crazy.
And I was like, I'm not going to pay that for a Funko Pop.
Yeah.
But again, just super quick, Darth Vader, and I think he looks so awesome.
I'm not gonna lie, the light's blinding me, so I can just see his mask a little bit.
So I've got,
still has a work.
but I
After the show,
thought,
I can look
I
at it.
thought I'm gonna put it right next to Obi-Wan, of course.
Oh, yeah,
got to
definitely.
stick him there. But there's so many Funko Pops that I still could go with. We had talked about my top 100 total. I think we had counted them because we had some time earlier this week. Of the top 100, if I got just one character from the franchises in my top 100, I would need, it was something like 42 or 43 Funko Pops.
That's a lot.
So, but you know me, to speak of my movie collection, right, or my Funko collection right now, it's Star Wars, a lone Superman, and a couple MJs. Like, we love them. But again, we hope that you enjoy them. And again, we hope it tells you a little bit about us, and we hope it's a fun little point. But let us, before we get in, actually, another shout out to Dubby, our partner. Also, shout out Walker Cinemas. We've got some, I almost said merch. It's really memorabilia / apparel.
And a very cool water bottle.
Yeah,
And a
display
very,
that guy.
very cool mug.
Put it right here. That's your
Just
water.
wanted to shout out Walker Cinemas, shouting out Dubby, and shouting out our amazing viewers. Thank you for tuning in. Please remember to share, like, subscribe, no matter what platform you follow us on. We love having your support. Thank you. Let us make some time for the Prime poster reveal. I know about this much about this movie again. I think Ozzy, you have a good fair amount on this movie. Bryson may know a little bit as well. So you guys take this lead, but I am super excited for it. It fits into a really interesting category that I want to talk about, a connection.
I think I know what it is. Because I just... Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, Street Fighter.
So really quick, the thing I say the connection is... Oh, sorry. I always forget this. Audio listeners, it is the Street Fighter poster. It's October 16th. This movie comes out. It's got 3 fighters. Says Ready, Set, Fight on it. Is this at all, in any way, shape, or form, kind of in that realm of, when I say Mortal Kombat, it's just a fighting game, right?
Just like it, yep.
But not as gruesome, or is it, if
it's like a T-rated.
Gotcha.
It's like a...
Didn't Street Fighter come out before Mortal Kombat 2?
This is like
arcade.
this game was like when our parents in the 80s, 70s would play at the arcade.
Gotcha.
This is like one of the first. Oh, excuse me. This is like one of the first fighter games in the arcade was Street Fighter.
Okay, gotcha.
It was like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat were like
nice.
Street Fighter was before Mortal Kombat. I believe you can double check that for me, but I believe Street Fighter was one of the first ones.
Nice, gotcha. So, do you know anything about the movie? I just think I really like the poster.
I don't know much about it. I don't really play Street Fighter very much. I'm more Mortal Kombat. I do know Jason Momoa is in this movie.
Yeah,
Really?
That's all I had heard as well.
He is in this movie. So if you don't know anything about this movie, but you like Jason Momoa, that would be a good one to tune into. But that's, like you said, it's not until October. So you got time to kind of maybe do some research about the game. If you want to play Street Fighter before the movie comes out, you got a lot of time to do that.
Yeah, who knows? Hopefully it's, I guess, better than the Mortal Kombat movies.
No.
Probably wouldn't be that hard to beat, so.
We'll see. We'll see.
You know, me of shout out to my cousin Dallin Walker. We were talking about movies yesterday because he was up for a family event, and it kind of came up casually in conversation. Movies that we had watched over COVID, and I kid you not, we're scrolling on my movie list, and he goes, "Oh, Mortal Kombat. I love that movie." And I went, yeah, he and I really are one and the same. And he even said, I am so stoked for the second movie. I haven't got to see it, but I am dying to see it. And I went, I love you so much.
He still hasn't seen it yet?
He hasn't seen it yet. No, he and I, we really are cut from the same cloth. So, but that's everything for the poster, unless you gentlemen have anything else.
I don't know much about Street Fighter.
Wonderful.
Me neither.
You got it. Anyway, so as it gets closer, we'll talk more about it and maybe get to learn more about it. But that is all of the time for the Prime poster reveal. Regarding news, the only thing I wanted to make mention of, this is just kind of going to keep being my Michael tracker. As of earlier today when I looked, it is up to a whopping 850 million. So, and again, if I understand this correctly, that is without debuting in Japan. So again, it's what we talk about. It's set to debut on June 12th. Again, there's a very, very real possibility it catches Bohemian before dropping in Japan, which would be insane. And then the ultimate goal, like we're saying, if it hits 966 or higher, then it passes Oppenheimer. And so obviously you kind of got to imagine their goal is the billion mark, which for a biopic to hit $1 billion would be incredible, especially when I think it was, what did we talk about? Budget was, I think it was 200 something million. So they have absolutely cruised through it. We'll talk about it more later because I'm not going to lie to you, I went and saw it again. So that, I think that's all the piece of news I have. I played some video games as well, but I'll talk about that in what we've been watching and / playing. Yeah, that's all that I had news-wise. You got anything?
I don't have anything, no.
You didn't hear? I thought you guys would have heard this.
About what? Oh, I actually do. I officially bought the Typical Gamer Icon skin.
Same. Got the bundle.
It was like $25.
Hey.
I don't regret a single penny.
Yep. I have not played Fortnite in a long time, and I came back just 3 days ago, and I'm getting the double XP right now. So
oh yeah, me too.
Cruising through the battle pass right now.
Trying to get that Bugs Bunny.
Okay, I'm surprised you guys didn't catch this news. So Jack Black and Jason Momoa released a video regarding the sequel to Minecraft.
Oh, yeah.
And they have announced the title for Minecraft. It's going to be called Minecraft Squared.
Oh, I did see that. I didn't know. I seriously thought that was just like a burner, like somebody making something up. No. Oh, that's fun.
I feel like a fan account would post that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like
yeah,
Minecraft Squared.
No, it was legit. And then Kirsten Dunst, she's gonna be Alex, And Matt.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Really?
And then Matt Berry. If you guys don't know Matt Berry, he's a great comedian. He's also going to be in the movie. So
Okay.
So yeah. So
Did they say release date?
next year.
Okay.
Do we think they make it to the end this time? The end?
What's the end?
Oh, you don't play Minecraft?
Nope.
Are you talking about the Nether Dragon or something?
Never mind. For those who know, the end.
Which is probably 1.8 billion of you.
You know, reminds me of
The
super
majority
quick
of people.
on the note of Minecraft. I had a friend the other day was asking me about cleaning movie theaters, and they were like,
Oh, that was the worst.
they were like, what was it like cleaning Minecraft? And I looked them straight in the eyes and I went,
Are you kidding me?
those are dark days. I don't like to revisit.
I remember one night I was cleaning for Connor, and it took me an hour to clean one theater.
Yeah,
Like, genuinely.
Kids are ridiculous. They're ridiculous.
Yes.
Back
Same.
in my day, I would never stand. I would pay 25 cents for a ticket, and I would not pay more than that for popcorn. Golly.
Anyway.
If you work for a theater, you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
oh,
Exactly.
100%.
And then during like a quiet scene, like unwrapping their freaking hard candy to suck on.
Or the worst, and I mean, I'm guilty of this too, is when you get the nachos.
Well, here, I don't know about you guys. Whenever we get nachos, I try to time it great. Like, okay,
yeah.
this might be a last scene. And then there's no else. I'm like, oh, crap.
Seriously, it's like, well, and the worst I'll never forget was Quiet Place.
Oh, God.
I think it was the first time I saw it, and I got a nacho, and I'm sitting there thinking, okay, well, they've got to talk.
We had the premiere, right?
Right,
Yeah,
and I was like, well, they got to talk eventually. I'm sitting there half hour later.
nachos in his hand.
I haven't eaten a single nacho. And then the boy, I just went.
It was about halfway through.
Well, and then when they got to that waterfall, I kid you not, I go, I just start shoveling it in. So,
what a great
man,
movie.
that was I have never seen a grown man leave a movie theater because of someone screaming so loud that it scared him. But that's what happened with a family friend.
What?
I'll tell you after. The short story is we went with some family friends. We did a premiere showing, and my mom was sitting. My mom. Sorry.
Oh, the wheezes out. Wheezes
My
out.
mom was sitting behind our family friend, and she screamed so loud
Patty is a big screamer.
that
Oh my gosh.
he got up and was like, I gotta get up early for work tomorrow.
Oh my gosh.
And left. So I'll tell you more about that later. But that is a great.
I remember
memory.
I watched Dial of Destiny with you and your family.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I was sitting right next to Patty, and it was the part where I was Harrison Ford, Indiana Jones. He like walks. He was at the airport, and he walks in front of a taxi and like honks the horn.
Uh-huh.
Your mom screamed. She
Screamed.
thought he was gonna get hit.
Seriously, she is. The thing is, her screams and her laugh. That's why everything is good with her.
It's so
whether
fun.
it's a
It's
comedy
fun.
or whether it's a horror, they're both amazing to watch with her. Excellent. Good memories. Any other news? Yeah. Hit
Just
me.
back to Minecraft. I am getting a little impressed with this sequel of Minecraft because they're filming in New Zealand.
Nice.
So I'm assuming not a ton of like green
Overworld.
screen, like scenes. So I'm pretty picky when it comes to that kind of stuff. But however, like there are movies I like that has that kind of technology. Thor: Love and Thunder, we all know that. But it might be good. I'm not saying it's not gonna be good, but I'm impressed so far from what they've shown.
Nice. Love that. Okay. Anything else news wise?
I think that is it. You've been playing. What? Oh, wait till what we've been playing and watching. Never mind. Yeah, we're good.
You got it. Okay. I think that is where we're headed next. Sorry.
yes.
Before we get there, just a spoiler. We are going to dive into our reviews of the Mandalorian. Sorry, Star Wars: The Mandalorian and Grogu. Been out Couple weeks now, right?
Yes.
Couple weeks that it's been out. So again, we're gonna go with a spoiler review. You want to do a score review at the same time, or
so like I'll go 3, 2, 1, and everyone around the table will say what their score is out of 10. Like for example, we all know what Connors is gonna say.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll all say a score at the same time.
I'll whisper mine a little quieter.
No bad news. All right, let's see what you guys think about it. 3, 2, 1,
10.
8.
7 out of 10.
There you go. Well,
Okay, well, that was a little odd that we all agreed we'd say it at the same time, and you waited until we finished our score.
8,
Thank
10.
you.
You know
Well,
what? I
I
wanted
had
to
a
make sure that I was heard.
7.
I had to make sure I was heard. You got it. Well, okay, so for the resident Star Wars expert here, let me
Go
start
ahead,
this
Bryson.
out. I know. But no, for real, you guys take. I'll put it this way.
I just see it 3
Yeah.
times in a row on your screen.
I
I'm
know.
just
Oh,
like,
yes.
no.
I did see it 3 times in a row. Although I didn't see it 3 days in a row. It did, again, join my prestigious collection of 2 times in 2 days. But you guys lead it out, and if I have anything, I'll chime in. I am interested for sure.
Yeah. Let me just ask Bryson, were you impressed or disappointed what you saw? Or kind of in the middle?
I was kind of in the middle. I thought it had really, really great moments, but I watched the trailer and all the great moments were in the trailer. So like I was kind of expecting those, and I felt like I was just kind of like, oh, okay,
Okay.
like not disappointed. There were some great moments. Me and Connor, we watched it together. We had a very fun time in the theater, but
And we watched it in 3D.
yeah,
Not
And
gonna lie, it
wasn't a
was
3D movie.
very underwhelming. It was very underwhelming in 3D, and it was in theater 2, which is our curved screen. And Ozzy and I know this because we watched Avatar in there, and it was the most breathtaking 3D I've
awesome.
ever seen. It wasn't the screen. It's not the technology. It was that movie is not a 3D movie.
Yeah. It's probably how they filmed it too.
Yeah.
It was not really meant for 3D. I knew that they filmed it for IMAX, but yeah, probably not for 3D. So.
Yeah. Sorry, I
I
cut you off.
thought the opening sequence was great. I loved the
That's how you
sequence.
start a movie.
And I would have been fine if it kind of stayed similar to that the whole time.
Okay.
But my gripes with it, which we'll talk about more, and I have a review that I want to read that kind of sums it up, and then we could talk about it some more. I kind of thought that it just felt like kind of stuck between a couple seasons of the show.
Okay.
Like I felt like it could have been placed like between like seasons 3 or 2 and 3,
Okay.
almost. So I was kind of I didn't know what to expect, but I wasn't expecting what we got,
Okay.
Yeah. One thing talking about that opening sequence, I know I told him this. I meant to tell you this, and I thought you'd find this really interesting because you know my movie taste a lot. I told him, I said a major correlation for me and connection was, I said the opening sequence in this for me, the opening sequence was the scene or sequence in Thunderbolts when Bucky goes ham on that.
That's not the opening scene.
Not opening scene. No. Sorry, that's where
Car chase?
Yeah, that car chase scene for me in Thunderbolts is the best part of the movie. Everything else for me on Thunderbolts fell flat. So I think the car chase scene in Thunderbolts for me is the opening sequence in Mando and Grogu for him.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Where it was the highlight of the film and everything else kind of dropped off for him. That's what I would compare it to for me. Like that's how I see Thunderbolts. Super quick on Thunderbolts. I think it was excellently made. Super, there's a lot of really good stuff. Just fell flat for me a little bit. So I thought, knowing my movie taste and how I review movies, I thought that those were about the parallel. That's where where those connect for me.
Yeah,
I
it
thought was
seems like
interesting.
the common review for Mando and Grogu is that it was such a high opening scene and everything else, like you said, just plateaued after that.
The one thing, super quick, I will say I was surprised with, and it's because I compare it to Rogue One and Solo. Rogue One, you've got Darth Vader that shows up, and then Solo, you've got Darth Maul that shows up. Even I can admit, Mando and Grogu missed having somebody. I really thought they were going to bring in Ahsoka.
Oh.
And so I was pretty surprised that they didn't bring in anybody. I didn't particularly think they were going to bring in Luke again, because you kind of like Sean has talked about off camera with us, they kind of went to that well already and they spent it.
Yeah.
But I thought, I can acknowledge, I thought that was something that they missed, was their biggest pull, you could argue, was what's his, is it Jeb? Zeb, thank you. I thought, because he's from
Rebels.
He's from Rebels, and that's the first time we've seen him live action, right?
No, he's in Ahsoka.
That's right. I wasn't sure if he was in Mando series or not. So I'm like, that was kind of where they banked on it, and I was like,
was he
okay.
He was the other
The
pilot.
co-pilot, yeah.
That's what I thought.
That, or I thought, and I'm like, I get where people didn't find this as interesting as I did. If I remember correctly, and I meant to tell you, I did make a mistake on this one. Rada, if I recall correctly, that's the little hut that they save in the animated Clone Wars movie.
First episode.
Yeah.
You
Or the
did
movie,
tell
yeah.
me that actually.
Yeah. So I was like, I guess that's also where they were kind of going with it. But I was like,
And they showed that in the movie. They're like, hey, this is the last time you saw. He was a baby. He looked just like this. So it's like referencing back to Clone Wars. And that's
Yes.
the only time you saw Rada until now.
That was the other thing. I thought that they could have chosen like a better storyline to go with, because I personally, as a guy who's not really into Star Wars as much as you guys are, I haven't cared about the Hutts since Jabba the Hutt died. You know, so I didn't really need to see where it had went on afterwards. But I guess people who are into Star Wars would want to know that.
no.
So I don't know.
Well, and even then, I look at Jabba and I look at the Hutts all together, and I go, they're a really weird story in the way of like, he is like this ultimate crime syndicate boss, but in the same breath, you just kind of watch him, like I think about, you just kind of watch him get his butt kicked by Leia and choked out, that you kind of sit there and go, you kind of lose a little bit of respect for him. So I'm like, when he was kind of the main focus in here, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, quick Easter egg. And I forgot to confirm this. When they're battling in that little, like in that fight thing, I believe that is an Easter egg of the Millennium Falcon chess game. Because if you look at the floor, it's got that same pattern, and some of the monsters that they fight are on that board in the Millennium Falcon.
pretty cool.
I think it's an Easter egg. I could be 100% wrong. I thought I saw that. And when I say I saw it, I mean, like, I didn't look up anything on that. So I think and I normally never catch anything like that.
Yeah.
So I felt pretty happy about that.
That's impressive.
Thank you. Okay, sorry. I kind of derailed that a little bit. Back to you, gentlemen, your thoughts of it.
I gave it an 8 out of 10. I think it impressed me. I only saw the first teaser trailer for Mandalorian and Grogu.
Yeah.
I didn't see the official trailer. So a lot of the scenes I've never seen before, and I really liked that. It just goes to show you when it comes to Disney movies, especially big franchises like Marvel and Disney, don't watch those trailers because they will spoil the greatest scenes in that movie. But I love how the side characters, you care a lot about them. You have I forgot the species is called, but like they befriended Grogu.
They were hilarious. Yes.
What's that guy? What's his name from Rise of Skywalker?
I never watched that one.
What do you remember? The little guys. You remember his name? I can't remember.
I
They
don't
were in
remember his name,
Mandalorian, weren't they?
I don't.
In the series, because weren't they like fixing the ship?
I
or
don't know.
something?
I
think so,
only
yeah.
watched from season 1 to season 2. I never
That's
watched
right,
season
yeah.
3.
But no, they are hilarious, and they're like, they have gibberish, but it's like understandable
But
gibberish.
It's like Minionese almost.
It's
Yes,
like
it's so funny.
It's like listening to a 5-year-old.
Yes,
It's literally what it is.
Because it's like, don't worry, I'll be back, man. I'll be back.
We'll go again. Don't you worry.
And the fact that they can like travel through space in their little spaceship.
They can go in hyperdrive with that thing.
When Grogu's sitting in the back and he's like filling up the whole ship and they're all in the front.
Like I laughed every time they were on screen.
Yes,
And then
agreed.
Obviously, Sigourney Weaver was awesome. She plays amazing in every role that she's in. I just love all the side characters. And here's the thing: if you love the Mandalorian series, you will love this movie because you get Mandalorian, you get Grogu. If you like cute Grogu, you'll like him because he's even more cute in this one. He reminds me of a toddler. He reminds me of my toddler, by the way. I had a blast. I had a fun time. This is my third favorite movie of the year so far.
Oh, really?
This is
Really?
my third
Oh,
spot. I
yeah.
had a lot of fun with it.
Good. I'm glad.
With Star Wars, I think Star Wars fans, we get really caught up in the MCU feeling. Like this has to be attached to something that can kind of correlate in the universe. This movie's kind of saying that is not always the case.
Yeah.
This can be an independent film based in Star Wars, kind of like Andor. And like kind of like when Rogue One is attached to A New Hope.
And Solo is is kind of that filler, but
And the
like
filler, yeah, but like in this one, this is kind of like we really don't know when it's taking place, except for it's after season 3, and I'm okay not knowing a lot of things about it. I'm just glad it was just a fun movie. Got an 8 out of 10 for me.
Yeah. Well, and it's gonna kind of follow that pattern of we kind of expect the same thing with Starfighter. Like Starfighter's just gonna be its own thing.
If you don't, if I kind of don't want to see like all like the Easter eggs from the past movies. I want Starfighter to be like, this is its own thing in the Star Wars universe. Maybe you'll see a stormtrooper or two. I don't know. And if there isn't, I'll be okay with it. Right? I think it'd just be a fun time.
Yeah. The one thing additionally that I can acknowledge, and it's just because I get weird with this, and I get why, especially how expensive movie making is and everything.
Oh yeah.
The other thing that I always, and I won't say I chuckle's not the right word. I also acknowledge that aside from Pedro Pascal and Sigourney Weaver, like there just wasn't anyone that you sat there and went, it's good to see that person. And this is going to be so odd that it's going to be like really a little surprised that you like made the connection. But like when I just lost it. When Miles Teller showed up in Michael, like it was just so good to see a familiar face and be like, oh man, like it's good to see him. Other than Pedro, and let's be real, Pedro, you see his face for 4 minutes.
4 minutes, that's the record.
Like
as a starring actor.
Yeah, like. And then even then, like Sigourney wasn't in all that much. So
Just a few scenes,
like maybe the criminal that they were getting. Although I guess I shouldn't say that because the criminal, I can't remember his name off the top of my head now. It's not. I'm not even looking for the actor, but the criminal,
bald guy?
the bald guy,
Coin.
he's in. Is it Wednesday? He's.
No, I don't think he was in that.
Oh, is he not him? Okay, I thought I recognized him a little bit from something.
I mean, Martin Scorsese was in this. So.
Yes.
Yeah, he was the vendor.
Oh, really?
That was Martin Scorsese.
I thought he was the guy that
helped Baby Yoda.
that helps.
I
Grogu.
thought the same thing.
Oh, it's
and
not
then
him.
then I did some research. He is the vendor when Mando first arrives on that planet.
Or sorry,
Gotcha.
Grogu. I said Baby Yoda.
Really quick.
Don't
Same
kill me.
thing.
Holy smokes! Right after the title screen, and I apologize, you won't be able to really see this on the camera. That shot of the X-wings flying in,
The reference to Maverick and Top Gun.
that is one of the, and I put this on here on my review. I'm going to read it. I said, my backdrop is that specific shot because I think that is one of the greatest moments that I've ever seen on the screen. I think it is so freaking awesome. It hits me every time.
Yeah, no, it's a great shot.
Mandalorian did something that no Star Wars movie ever did, showing credits in the beginning of the movie.
Yeah. Well, and was any other Star Wars movie PG-13?
Yeah, Revenge of the Sith.
Oh,
That's why I wasn't able to go see it in theaters. I was too young. Oh, I was only 8
that's unfortunate.
when that movie came out.
Lord Janu. Now I remember. Is that guy? But yeah, he's in The Hangover and The Nun and literally nothing I've ever seen. So never mind. Anyway,
Barf.
Sorry. Again, I apologize. I keep jumping in. Anything else from you, gentlemen? I know Bryson's got a really good review.
I have a
It's
review
such a good point of. I think a lot of people feel this way.
Okay.
Before I get to this though, I'm interested because I saw Sean right after he watched this movie, and I kind of brought this up to him. Do you guys think that they could have killed off the Mandalorian and got away with it? Because I think they could have, and made like Baby Yoda into or Grogu into something more than what he is currently.
Kind of was expecting it, to be honest with you. I was kind of expecting to see him get killed. Because you've seen Grogu go independent in survival mode, and he can actually take care of himself. And honestly, it's kind of fun to see him build the little hut because that's how Yoda built his hut in Dagobah. That's how Grogu built his hut. That was pretty fun to watch.
Yeah.
But yeah, they would have gone away with it. But I think the fact that this was released, the target audience is not us at 20 plus years old. The target audience is actually kids. Even though it's PG-13, this movie is targeted towards kids. True. So they wouldn't kill off Mandalorian in this one.
Yeah. Well, and what I think is interesting is, because I'm just looking up at the gross. So as of now, it's grossed $246 million at a reported $165 million budget. So they've made almost $100 million. So what's interesting is, I think we talked about this, I think they're at a point where if they want to step away, because as far as I understand, they have confirmed that they are done doing the series. They won't take it back to Disney+.
Yep.
So if they want to do another movie and do a standalone, they could. I am interested because, to your point, the part, and I talked to your brothers-in-law, Ian and James, when they were leaving. The interesting thing where they, and just fortunately run into a wall, is that you can't have Grogu grow into a formidable character because he wasn't in 7, 8, and 9. Or
Correct.
He wasn't in the original trilogy, wasn't in 7, 8, 9. So
you could bring him in for 10, though, depending on how far after 9
that is true. If you wanted to
True.
leave him almost in a
No one really knows
exile.
anything about that species, so we don't know when he actually matures.
Yeah.
Well, and kind of like
Good point.
I was telling you guys earlier, like, where's the Yoda movie? Like, when can we learn about these
we will
guys?
soon get the Yoda movie after we get the Darth Vader movie.
So never.
Yeah.
And the Darth Maul movie after we get Shadow.
Shadow Lord. So good.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry,
Review.
but just it's to your point real quick about killing them off was, yeah, you definitely, I think they could have, and then if they wanted to do something, do a standalone Grogu of maybe like, and even you could get away with doing it's been 200 years, and then he goes and does his own thing, almost even like an Ahsoka where he doesn't join. He doesn't go find Luke.
Independent.
He just goes independent and does his own thing, and you do a standalone movie. But I think you do lose that as soon as you grow him into he's not Grogu. You lose that infant sense. I think you lose your audience, and I think you lose.
There
your
goes the
intrigue.
marketing.
So it will be interesting to see if they do another. And then last thing for real, it's I think you even asked me about it, and I think we've talked about it. It's where my understanding is that Star Wars has a plan of doing a before Star Wars 1. They're maybe thinking about going back, like if
They tried with Acolyte.
yeah.
Well, not that far back. Let's go.
They tried.
So it'll be interesting to see where they move forward, because like we're saying, with Starfighter being next year, you imagine they're like, okay, and what you had said, you imagine they are like, okay, nobody wants a Star Wars movie every year. I don't even think that people want a Star Wars movie maybe even every other year.
Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see what they do
That
moving
backfired.
forward. Yeah, it did. So it'll be interesting to see where they go moving forward, because you got to imagine you'd be dumb not to go somewhere that's almost making you $100 million on a movie that it was the lowest opening, because I think Starfighter, if it's marketed correctly and with a Ryan Gosling, and if you get the visuals out there, I think it could be a huge success.
It could. I just hope it's not like another Mandalorian situation. Let's go and escort this child somewhere that they can be safe. Like we've seen that so many times. So hopefully it's something different.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, but before we
This
end,
is a great
I
review.
have this review from a guy that I like called Sean Chandler. He's a YouTube reviewer of movies. I'll just read bits and pieces. It's a very good review. He gave it a 2.5, which I think is a little low. But he says, The Mandalorian is a great Star Wars TV show because it's intentionally episodic. Little adventures and romps in the world of Star Wars. That's exactly what makes it work as a TV show, and that's exactly where it should have stayed. If you want 2 more hours with Mando and Grogu, the movie delivers that. And then he kind of just lists off the good things in the movie. But this is where I think I like this review the most. It says, but it's not a TV episode. It's the first Star Wars movie in 7 years. So I think that's the big emphasis. He says Star Wars movies used to be culture-defining events. this is just more content. Which, I mean, you kind of were talking about that a little bit. I feel like Star Wars, the last Star Wars movie I watched was Last Jedi in theaters. And
Ooh, that was like 10 years ago.
yeah, well, forever ago. I just think, I don't think that Star Wars should have the Marvel treatment where it's just pumping out content just because they can make money off of it. And I didn't feel like this was that. I feel like this is what they kind of wanted to do, but I feel like they could have just kept it in the series, you know, or changed the format of the movie, because you could cut where the episodes were lining up, you know. So I guess I wanted to share that because that kind of described how I felt really well. So
Yeah.
I'll tell you this though. I know Connor likes this movie. Like, he loves Rise of Skywalker. I'll tell you this. This was a lot better experience I had than when I went to go see Rise of Skywalker for the first time. So for me, this was an upgrade. Like, kind of scooting Connor away because he loves Rise of Skywalker.
No,
but
I'm
like,
with you.
for the general audience, like, we all were very disappointed in Rise of Skywalker, and to go see Mandalorian Grogu and kind of see them play safe, that doesn't really bother me, because overall, it was a better experience than watching Rise of Skywalker. I'm not saying like, oh, the Star Wars is back. I mean, like, it was never gone, to be honest with you. But yeah, like, that's a good review. I understand. My review kind of not contradicts it, but my whole thing is like, if it feels like it's part of the series, wasn't that the whole point of the film? Wasn't that what they were going for?
Yeah, I get where you're going from.
Like if you base, but like Peaky Blinders, for example, they came out with their movie right after the series came out. It felt like it was the series. It did its job and it got the audience. I think Mandalorian Grogu, they're a little late. You know what I'm saying? This probably should have been 2 years ago when they released this movie because it was on the high of Mandalorian. But I feel like this is kind of like a celebration of the series.
Yeah.
But
yeah, true.
But yeah.
Well, it's a lot like how, and I'm not saying that this is how it went, especially because making a connection to My Hero Academia, of all the things. My Hero, they released feature-length films, but they were literally like the first 4 episodes of the season. Like, if you go and watch the feature-length film, it's just the first 4 episodes of a season put on the big screen and kind of stitched together. And they're amazing, by the way. I that is not me. So, like you're saying, it almost is that this wasn't meant to take place. This wasn't meant to replace season 4. It was meant to get that content out there. And like you're saying, I get his frustration.
Yeah.
It is that funny thing of, for me as a Star Wars guy, I can't relate because I was ecstatic to see it. And because it's on the big screen, I loved
That's
it.
the thing. I would rather see that on the big screen than at home on Disney Plus, caged up. Let it out.
Yeah, no, true.
Let's all see it on the big screen.
And I gave it a 3.5 still, and I obviously it's a lot easier to focus on the negatives, but I still had a fun time. You know?
Yeah, it's a fun movie.
But
fun
no,
summer movie.
It's such. Here's the thing. It's such a great review because I really think, and we kind of talked about this, I think this movie really showed the Star Wars fandom of, I think you either really enjoyed this and you're like, hey, I have no problem saying I had a good time, or it was like I expected, Star Wars is dead and I am so done with
Caleb
this.
Patrick, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you saw his review, he thinks this was crap. Like, it was a terrible movie. And like, I guess I understand that. But let's think about this for a second. If you're comparing everything to episodes 4, 5, and 6, you're going to be disappointed. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Nothing can top the original trilogy, in my opinion. If you keep comparing to the original trilogy with everything that Disney comes out with Star Wars, it will never be better or the same.
Well, especially
I'm sorry.
where
That's
this
the truth.
isn't like an official episode, technically. I feel like you kind of got to take it at face value.
Like for example, like, I don't like Solo, so there's like different Star Wars movies everyone hates and stuff, but like it was just a fun movie. But I got nothing else for it.
Yeah. The last thing about your point, and it's the struggle, and I get it, because we all like to think that it's all about us, but here's the thing. I have a list of 7 to 9-year-olds that absolutely loved this movie. That's who they're going for.
That's the target audience.
And shout out Caleb Petrick. I'm with you. Here's the thing. Do I like this as much as Star Wars 3, my favorite movie of all time, or even like you said, the original trilogy? Because again, my order is 3, 6, 5, 4. If that's my top 4, do I think that this was? I don't think this was for me. I like all the episodes better personally, but I'm like, for me, this is towards the end of my Star Wars ranking, so I get it. It could have been better for sure.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But it's funny because
room for improvement.
It's not about me, because here's the thing. If I buy one here in Perry, if I buy one $14 recliner, but then a dad and mom take their 2 boys and their friend, and their 2 friends, and there's 6 of them, I think they're taking that group of 6 over me. And guess what? Those 2 boys are a lot more persuasive than me. So I think they probably were looking at their audience and saying, yep, this is the product that works for the audience that we're going for. So I know the struggle. I get it.
Yeah. It's real. The struggle's real.
It is. The struggle is real. So true. Excellent. Thank you for that. Anything else? Love that. Thank you. Really quick shout out to Bryson while he's here. He and I were talking. He brought up such a good point. We love hearing about what we've been watching, but he loves hearing us dissect.
And
the conversations are so fun to have.
When we do overall reviews of a big movie that came out, that like as a podcast and as a co-host, that's probably my favorite part of the episode is where we dissect.
I love listening to it too.
Yeah, no disrespect to our past episodes, but I'm not always the biggest fan of like the big old list of what we've been watching. I really like the details, like how we feel about certain scenes. We really talk a lot of spoilers, but
that's true.
There were really good scenes in that movie.
That's true. Yeah, that is true.
But yeah,
sweet.
I'm right there with you, Bryson.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. On that note, we'll jump into that list.
What we've been watching.
And Ozzy, you want to lead us out?
Sure thing.
Are we headed to what we've been watching?
Yeah.
Is that correct? Perfect. Hit us, Ozzy.
All right. My phone is at 1%, so I might have to use your phone real quick. I honestly, yes.
I've already got his diary up and everything.
Yes. He's on top of it.
We can share.
Okay. So Sean was talking to me about watching Evil Dead 1 and 2, and I did watch them. I gave them both a 7 out of 10. There were comments under my review of the Evil Dead movies, and they're like, this is ridiculous. That's so low. 7 out of 10, 7 out of 10. I would say this. It's a good horror movie. Probably not my cup of tea when it comes to those kind of horror movies. That is a lot of gore, a lot of blood. It got the same score, I believe, when I gave Substance. The Substance? No, I gave Substance a 6 out of 10. So it's just a little bit better than The Substance. You got to have a particular taste with these movies. But I thought that the overall production was really good. 2 was a very dark comedy, which I was not expecting.
I remember you told me that. Yeah.
I was not expecting like jokes to be in there. But there were good few funny moments that I really enjoyed. I watched Companion, which is another horror suspense movie. If you don't know anything about Companion, I suggest go into this movie without knowing anything, because I did not know what the movie was even about. In the first 10 minutes, I gasped. Right?
Oh, nice.
And which is honestly good, because like if you knew what it was about, you wouldn't gasp. And so I gave this an 8 out of 10 for Companion. But yeah, it was great. Then Spider-Man Homecoming, I'm on my MCU rewatch, and I watched Spider-Man Homecoming. I do not get the hate that Spider-Man Homecoming gets.
Me neither.
I think Tom Holland is, I'm not saying he's perfect, but he's really close to the comic book Spider-Man that we're looking for. Michael Keaton will always be one of the greatest actors when it comes to superhero movies, and to see him as Vulture is always fun. And that car scene when he says "good old Spider-Man" and the green light from the stoplight shines on his face is like amazing. I think it was great cinematography on that scene.
Ozzy and I, we were watching a little bit of it together.
Oh yeah,
we were reminiscing on the part when Michael Keaton opens the door.
Oh,
for
yeah.
Peter, and we learned that Peter's date
I wished
it's just whoa.
I wished I watched this in theaters. I wished I did. And just but like I watched this on my dad's big screen at home, and they bought the movie, and so I watched it at home, and I did not expect him opening the door. That was crazy. Star Wars Mandalorian Grogu, we talked about it. And then I watched Thor Ragnarok. I love Thor Ragnarok. Like it's a fun movie.
Connor does not like this.
From what I watched of it. I've warmed up to it. It's just not my. It wouldn't be my not even interpretation. I love more serious Thor. Mm-hmm. That's just the Thor that I prefer. And which I kind of feel like we got but actually educate me on this. Give me your thoughts, because I love Thor from Infinity War because I thought he was more serious than Ragnarok.
Depressed.
But he was depressed. I thought he was more serious, but I thought there was still some really good humor to it. But did you think that Thor from Thor Ragnarok and Infinity War were almost the same person? Okay, gotcha. See, and I only saw Ragnarok once, so maybe I need to go back and see it and revamp my memory.
I just think that you don't get a lot Love and Thunder really does circulate around the humorous Thor. But Ragnarok, you get more serious Thor than you do humorous Thor in Ragnarok. It's just because those joke moments in Ragnarok are such a high moment that you think it's taken overall the movie, and it's actually not. You see a lot more serious Thor because he lost his dad.
True.
He lost his dad. He's still trying to figure it out. But when he's on Sakaar, you do see a lot of his jokes because that's when it's the planet of Jeff Goldblum. Who's not going to be silly with Jeff Goldblum?
Jeff Goldblum.
So, but whenever he is, because you see comparing to Love and Thunder and Infinity War, you see a lot of serious Thor in Ragnarok, and the only time you see him be like laughing or making jokes is only on Sakaar. He doesn't make those jokes on Asgard because he's trying to save his people from Hela. And before that, he's trying to find his dad. And he's not making jokes then because he's pissed at Loki. So the only time you see him be humorous and making jokes is on that planet, which is such a high moment in the movie, but it's not the whole movie. But yes, I do think, you get a lot of Thor's jokes, but not all of it in Ragnarok. So going over the review of Ragnarok, I just think that after watching the trilogy of Thor, Loki is probably my favorite character in the trilogy. He is the most consistent character that has the greatest moments, has the greatest lines, greatest character development. True. I love Loki. Then on May 29th, I also watched Star Wars A New Hope because I needed some nostalgia. And I got it, and then I didn't get the nostalgia thanks to George Lucas with the freaking CGI added because they remastered it in 2011 and then they remastered it again in 2019 for Disney Plus. And so you see all this CGI added to A New Hope.
Really?
And it takes me out of the nostalgia that I was wanting. So from now on, if I want to watch New Hope, I will no longer go to Disney Plus.
Gotcha.
I will bring out my parents' very old VCR TV and plug in that movie to get nostalgia because I love A New Hope. This is my second favorite Star Wars movie of all time. But I did not get the nostalgia every time I saw CGI added because I try to use my words carefully. When it's Han Solo and Greedo in the cantina. And then for years they have that debate, who shot first? Well, George Lucas, he made his decision, and who shot first? Well, he made Greedo shoot first, and you could tell, and it's so bad. Greedo shoots, and then the bad CGI of Han Solo just kind of going with his head and his neck. It's terrible.
And it's not terrible. It's not even it's almost like
he teleported.
No, I say it's like his neck telescoped sideways and then went up.
Yes.
Oh, I know. I've seen it. It's horrible.
It's so bad.
If you could turn it off and go.
I wish you could.
Oh, it's atrocious.
So what did I do after I watched this movie? Well, I finished it because respect Star Wars.
You deleted Disney Plus.
I did not because I'm still paying for it. So what I did is I looked up on Google. I was just all right, where can I find a DVD? Because Blu-ray, of course, won't have it. A DVD of the unremastered version. Like, and they're like, if you want like an unremastered, you have to actually go for a VHS.
Really?
Wow.
They have not made a theatrical version of this movie for DVD or Blu-ray or 4K. So get on top of that, Disney. Gee whiz. I want some nostalgia in my blood, please. Okay, and then we watched Luca after that. And we watched Luca, and this is my second time only watching it. And this is so much better on the rewatch because I wasn't tucked away in my house because of COVID when I watched this movie. I so wish that COVID did not happen, so this was released in theaters because I think this would get a lot more of a fan base if it did. Because it was Disney Plus released, everyone has a bad taste in everyone's mouths right now. My 2-year-old loved it. Cora loved Luca. She loved it, and because it's such a chill movie. It's like, all due respect to Super Mario Galaxy, it's not like super fast paced. It's like it's gentle, it's nice, it's smooth, and it's honestly, animation was incredible. The writing was incredible. Character development was amazing. Great Pixar movie. That's going to climb on my list, on my Pixar list. And then last but not least, my movie of the year so far, Obsession. This is
nice.
This is my first, even though it says 2025, this was shown at a Toronto Film Festival back in 2025, but it did not get released into theaters till this past couple weeks in May 15th, I believe. So it is officially a 2026 movie. This is my favorite movie so far. This is the first time I gave a 2026 film a perfect score. It's a great horror movie, Obsession. I'm not going to talk any details about it because if you don't know anything about it, keep it that way. I went into this movie completely blind. All I knew was the title. That's all I knew. And of course the meme. We all seen the meme. And so if you do that, you will love this movie. This movie shows everyone, especially big studios, that you don't need $1 million to make a good film. This budget was $750,000. That's it. That's all they used. And they have already made over $100 million. So, to all you big studios out there, you don't need $200 million to make a good film, especially for horror. What Obsession did that no other horror movie does, very few actually do this, they do not do a big reveal of who is behind like the spirit stuff. Right? You remember?
Oh, really?
Like, like a lot of times in horror movies, like oh, there's something spooky happening, and then they reveal like what's being so spooky, and that takes you away from the horror. And because you're like, oh, I'm used to saying this now, it's not so spooky. Yeah. They don't do that in this movie. They keep it creepy. They keep it spooky. You don't know what's behind that curtain, and that's what makes it such a great film. No horror movie ever does this, and for once, I finally found a horror movie that does not do a big reveal of the spirit or the devil or the demon or whatever is taking possession over whatever's happening in this movie.
Nice.
So I honestly have no notes for this film. I can't think of any negative, and that's why it's giving me a perfect score. I walked out of that theater and I was like, I got nothing bad to say about this movie. Perfect score. So
that is awesome.
And I am very happy with that. Obsession.
When you say
You're obsessed.
I'm obsessed with Obsession.
When you say there was no reveal, like even at the end, really?
That's the best part of the movie is the very end, because you're expecting something like, okay, where is it? It's gonna pop out of nowhere. Does not do it.
So kind of like
Keeps you on the string.
kind of like Weapons,
on the hook.
how it just leaves. Weapons kind of reveals, obviously.
Yeah, it
but
reveals.
like it doesn't reveal like everything,
True. I would say this: Weapons was a lot scarier if you did not see what's her face.
Yeah.
What's her face? I can't remember her name. But when you see her and you realize that she's behind everything, it's like, oh, it's actually not that scary anymore.
Yeah, but like if they hadn't revealed that it was her behind it the whole time, it would have been somewhat the same to Obsession. You would think?
I think I would have liked it a lot more.
Interesting.
That's me with a lot of horror movies.
Would you say with Obsession, because I know some people really like this, and I do too as well, would you say with Obsession, with it ending and there not being a clear reveal, would you say you can kind of make your interpretation and be like, the way I leave it and the way that I see it is this is what I learned from the movie, and this is what I think and interpret of what it was causing.
That's probably one of the scariest parts you could do with that movie, is
that's
let the
awesome.
audience kind of make up like, maybe this is what's happening, or maybe like, how did this all start? Where's the backstory? How about you decide what the backstory is?
Nice.
And that's the best part.
Last question on that. Do you think it'll... I mean, I know we've got Doomsday and Dune and
I know,
Spider-Man.
I
coming,
know, yeah.
But do you think it's gonna be? Do you think it's gonna be top 5, top 10, maybe for sure? Do you feel like it's
Thinking
gonna?
about Doomsday, Dune, and Spider-Man, this will definitely be top 5. Yes.
Yeah, nice.
I can
Good
see.
for you.
I can see this being top 5. I cannot say top 3 at the moment.
Uh-huh.
I will wait till after Spider-Man to say whether this will be a top 3 or not. So,
Love that. Well, that's awesome.
yeah.
Bryson?
Before I get to my list, I want to talk about Luca a little bit more.
Yeah, talk to me.
I think that the 2020 run of the Disney Plus with Soul, Luca, and Turning Red,
Yeah.
like, I didn't like Turning Red.
Mhm.
Heck, I didn't even watch it because I just had no drive to watch it.
Right. Yeah.
But I thought that Soul and Luca were, like, great. Like,
Yeah.
I thought they were such good movies.
I thought when I was watching Luca, I guess you can say I wasn't really involved in the movie
Mm-hmm.
because at that time your attention span is not that long, and then you're looking at your phone a lot. And I realized that when I watched Luca on Disney Plus in my living room, yeah, I wasn't fully engaged like how it would be in a theater. So what I did this time when I watched it with my daughter and my wife is that I put that phone away. I put it off to the side. Cora was eating her lunch while we were watching it, and then she sat next to me and watched it, and we were both involved in the movie. And honestly, that was the experience I needed for Luca. And I think that's honestly a lot of movies that I wonder when we watch movies at home, how engaged are we really?
Yeah.
Are we really engaged? Are we pulling out our phone and looking at it, or are we giving it full attention to the movie? And so, I for me personally, I can't speak for anyone else, but for me personally, I gotta put that phone away in order for me to be fully engaged in the movie.
Yeah, agreed. Well, anyway, yeah, I just wanted to highlight that because I feel like
I appreciate that you liked it.
I
It
feel like
does not
those
get
two
anything.
are so underrated.
Definitely. And it was. I didn't give its proper rating until just now. So I thought it was a 6 out of 10 before I
Yeah.
watched this movie again. So
Well, anyway, I'll get to my list now, I guess. I watched Top Gun twice and then Top Gun Maverick once. I gave Top Gun the original 4 both times, a 4 out of 5 with a heart. I had never seen him until I watched him in the theater for the 50th anniversary. Was it 50th?
40th.
The 40th anniversary. I think I see how it's revolutionary for its time, but I don't think it holds up very well today, especially with Maverick. And I was kind of looking at reviews, and Sean's review from when he watched it forever ago, he was like, yeah, I think I'll just stick to this one. And I think I agree. I think Maverick just does everything better, and I think the comparisons work. So
I think that's what sequels need to do. I think
Yeah.
sequels need to do about the same and then amp it up a little bit.
yeah, I is the term legacy sequel? Is that what Maverick would be called, a legacy sequel? I think.
I think that's what it's called. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's probably the perfect example
Because
of what
it's
a
been
legacy
so
sequel
long.
should be.
Mhm.
Yeah. Then I watched In the Gray with Connor. I gave it a 3.5 with a heart. I thought it was super entertaining, but it was very, very similar kind of to
Ministry.
Like, they just have similar plots. Of course, like, the way they dress it's different.
It's by the same guy, right?
Yeah, it's by Guy Ritchie.
With it's Henry Cavill again and Isaac Gonzalez. Yeah.
And I wrote in my review, is it really a Guy Ritchie movie if Henry Cavill isn't flirting with his male counterpart? So, he flirts in both of them, and it's hilarious. I watched Top Gun Maverick. I gave that a 5 out of 5.
Love it.
With a heart.
Great movie.
I'm not even going to explain because I
You don't
don't
need
need to. We talked about Star Wars. Then I watched Inglourious Bastards for the first time.
What'd you think?
It wasn't what I was expecting. But I thought it was great.
Love
Let's
that movie.
see. Christoph Waltz, who plays the antagonist, is incredible.
One of the greatest villains on cinema.
Yes. In the opening sequence, I guess, is it the epilogue, right? I was locked in, and you really get a feel for how evil and how cunning this guy is, you know? And
wait, before the movie, like the beginning of the movie?
yeah.
Oh, prologue.
Prologue.
Yeah.
Epilogue's the end.
Epilogue's the
Prologue.
end, yeah.
When they just roll up to that house.
That scene, that first scene, talk about Mandalorian with like good starts. That's what it does.
Yes.
Like,
Very cool.
And the best part about Inglourious Bastards is that it keeps going up. You think it's going to plateau after that scene? No. It keeps going up. That's the best part of that movie.
I gave it a 4.5 with the heart. I didn't think it was perfect because I did get bored a little bit.
I mean,
but I think that's
Tarantino
okay.
movies are pretty long.
Yes. So I saw something that said I don't know, I can't remember his name. I don't want to use his nickname because the bear Jew is what they call him, the guy with the
Oh,
I heard that it was originally written for Adam Sandler,
really?
and I think it could have worked pretty well, just kind of thinking
Yeah.
about his lines and stuff. But I was expecting a lot of action, and there wasn't a lot of action.
Yeah.
But when there was, it was huge. It was
Really good.
quick. It was crazy. Didn't disappoint. Wasn't what I was expecting, but it was good.
Love to hear that. Love you like it.
TV shows. I've been watching this volleyball anime called Haikyuu. It's pretty good. I would recommend it. And then I was telling you guys, I actually have a conversation about Dragon Ball because you guys have both seen
yes.
Dragon Ball Z.
Yes.
Kind of spoilers if you're wanting to watch it.
It's
But
been out for a while, so
Yes.
that's on you.
so I'm watching it on Dragon Ball Z Kai on Disney Plus, and they have it separated in 2 seasons.
Correct.
So at the end of season 1, Goku dies. And in season 2, he's no longer the main character, and I don't like it at all.
You're not liking it?
No. What do you guys think about it? Because I'm almost done with season 2, and Goku is like a side character. And because I watched the original series, he's the main character, and I don't like it whatsoever. So I guess, what did you guys think about that? You know?
Can I chime in first? The one thing that I'd have to re-educate myself because it's been a while is either one of two things happen. Either one, when I say two things, I mean either one, it just didn't bother me, or two, and you can correct me if I'm wrong on this, I feel like he does become more relevant, so maybe I just waited for it and he got there. I never remember it bothering me, but I always remembered him being an important, critical part of the story, so I don't remember it enough.
Yeah, what anime does, I mean, you know this, you watch anime.
Yeah.
What it does, it takes interesting routes, and this was one of them. Like, they made a pretty ballsy decision to put him on the back burner. I'll tell you this, Bryson, it's going to be worth it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that's what
I
I
know.
thought. Because it kind of non-spoiler, it catches up where he then comes back into the light.
Yeah, when I first noticed that he will no longer be in the front helm of this show for a while, I was like, okay, this is an interesting decision, but like, I didn't hate it. I was like, all right, I'm in for the ride. Let's see how this goes. Like I was kind of open minded about it. So,
yeah, I've tried to. I'm gonna keep watching it. I'm not gonna give up on it.
But it's kind of losing you because of that.
Kind of. So he came back. He came back for a while, and then he went back to the other world, is what they call it.
Yeah, I do remember this.
I know that he gets back somehow. You know, because
Vaguely, so.
that's what Dragon Ball does. Everybody comes back somehow.
Yep.
But it's in the first couple episodes. It's Gohan, his son, is like in high school, and it was horrible.
Yes, I do remember this. Yeah. Oh,
Like-
yeah. Just hang on. Just hang on.
But anyway, I just think it's a very interesting decision.
You're at probably at the lowest point right now in Dragon Ball.
So anyway, I was just wondering because I was like, this is rough, you know.
Yeah. Just hang on, man.
I
Just
do
hang
remember
on.
this. Yes, but same thing where I just have Dragon Ball. I guess you'd call, you know the term. I guess I'd call them Dragon Ball sunglasses, and that's just where I guess I was just so in love with it, and I was enjoying it that I do know what you're talking about, and yeah, that never bothered me. I was like, I was locked in 100% still.
And I guess maybe I just have a problem with like handing down the torch when I don't think it needs to be, because it focuses more on his sons and like everybody's sons, and I'm like, he's the main character though.
I know.
You know?
I know. You're getting there, man. You're gonna get there.
But anyway, I just had that games. I played Fortnite, bought the typical gamer skin. I won on my second game somehow.
You won your second game?
Yeah.
Dude, how the frick are you winning right now? I get to the top 5 and I can't get past that.
No, I was playing trios with my brother, and he's like 8 years old, and he's horrible. So
I thought you were going to say, and he is the best player
No,
I've ever
I
played
I was kind of
with.
expecting that.
no, the bot lobbies were helping me out there. So.
I need a bot lobby, dude. When I'm playing with all these different...
It's horrible.
It's so bad right now.
And it's so hard to play, and it just loses me. There's so many bad stuff in the game too.
It's been bad for a while.
And then also I've been playing Legacy of the Night. I think the Dark Knight, the Batman game. Only like one note. It feels like they don't spend a lot of time on Batman. They spend like one chapter.
Okay.
But then they kind of focus on other characters throughout.
Oh,
So
okay.
That's my kind of note. But the open world's huge.
Combat's awesome.
Combat's great. Other than that, no notes. So
Sweet.
yeah,
Sweet.
that's all I have.
Good day.
Love that. Okay. I'm gonna rapid fire because I'm gonna rapid fire. Actually, and it's not very long anyway. Because I do want to see Ozzy's got something up his sleeve, and we're really excited for it. So, the day after we filmed our last episode, I went and watched Star Wars: The Mandalorian and Grogu.
Nice.
Once again, I went and saw it with my nephew who was on the pod, and I will tell you, we're in this theater actually. There is just wild action going on, right? Just explosions. Actually, I don't think it was explosions yet. I think it was like at the fighting with Rada, like when you first, and it's just, this loud cheer. And I look over. But I sit there and I go, okay.
Kids playing Fortnite at 3 o'clock in the morning, probably.
But I'm also sitting there going, okay, that's why you didn't like Rogue One and why you
fall asleep, bro.
Because you fall asleep. Shout out, Brian Anderson.
It was boring. Yeah, probably because you stayed up till 4 o'clock.
Yeah, so I was like, I leaned over and I was like,
Spans
dude,
these days,
seriously.
The attention span.
So I went and saw Star Wars Mandalorian Grogu. Then on Tuesday, because that was Monday, Memorial Day, Monday. Then on Tuesday, I went and saw Michael again. I saw this in our luxury theater in Ogden for first time in the luxury. Absolutely loved it. We sat 3 rows from the screen, so it was up close and personal. I was singing and dancing the whole time. I love this movie. I just put this in my latest review, and you've already talked about this, Ozzy. Simply put, there has never been nor will there ever be another like the king of pop, the great Michael Jackson. He just what he did and has done, and the legacy. It's just takes my breath away every time. I love this movie. And then I went and saw The Breadwinner. It's a Nate Bargatze. I love Nate Bargatze. I really appreciated he took a lot of his comedy sketches and applied them into this movie.
Oh, nice.
I gave it. Oh, sorry. And by the way, Star Wars 5 out of 5 with the heart, and then Michael 5 out of 5 with the heart. That comes up because with The Breadwinner, I gave it 3 on Letterboxd. I would give it 6.5 out of 10.
Okay.
But I wouldn't give it
A 7.
3.5 out of 5. You know what I mean?
Talking about
so so I wouldn't give it a 3.5, but I would give it a 6.5 out of 10. But that doesn't quite equivalent. So couldn't bring myself to give it a 3.5. So 3 is what it'll be on Letterboxd. But take your family to it. It's really clean. It's really funny. It's a good time, especially if you get your family together. It's built for families.
Nice.
And then I binged watched the show on Netflix, $1 Million Secret. It's a reality game show. Absolutely love it. Highly recommend. If you watch Traders or Survivor. Or another Netflix show was Battle Camp that I binged my way through earlier this year. If you love reality TV game shows, go check out $1 Million Secret. There's 2 seasons on Netflix. And then gaming-wise, I jumped into something just last night. I bought it, and I've probably put in like 2 or 3 hours already. New Forza Horizon 6,
Nice.
based in Japan.
You're a fan of that?
Stunning visuals. It is incredible. Love Forza Horizon 6. I am over the moon about it
You
already.
have like the whole setup, right? Like the steering wheel.
Yes,
and
I have. Yes,
pedals.
I've got a seat with the steering wheel pedals and the gear shift.
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
dude.
I
Playing it properly.
Yes,
Yes.
love Forza. So
Heck
that's all that I've been playing and all that I've been watching. Ozzy, take us home, country roads.
All right, I'm gonna make this kind of quick because we're kind of going a little late right here. Okay, I'm gonna try my best to do this. I am at 1% on my phone, so if
You got it.
let's see if it loads.
Oh,
Okay.
it's gone. No, just
Shush! You're gonna jinx it, man. Okay. All right, let's just start while it's loading. All right, welcome to the first annual Truth or Dares on the Screen Guys podcast.
Ooh.
And I only have one rule of Truth or Dare, and this will always be the number one rule on Truth or Dare. There is no wimping out. If you wimp out, you're off the podcast. All right, here we go. I'm gonna roll this dice. Die.
wait.
I am
Nothing
stoked for
sexual
this.
either.
I'm gonna roll this die. Whatever number it lands on. Well, actually, you guys have to do rock paper scissors first, and then I roll the die. Whoever wins, you get to choose truth or dare. I roll the die, and we get to decide what's gonna happen. Okay.
Okay, I freaking love this already.
Now, if you pick 2 truths in a row, it's gonna be an automatic dare the next time.
Yep.
Okay,
So,
yeah.
pick your poison. Okay. All right. So do rock, paper, scissors first. Just
Okay,
one.
rock, paper,
Is it
scissors,
rock,
shoot.
paper, scissors, shoot?
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
All
I
right.
suck at that game.
All
I
right,
suck at that game. I
I'll-
suck
I'll
at that game.
choose-
I suck.
I'll
I suck.
choose
I suck. I
truth.
suck. I suck.
Chill out.
So I keep losing to third graders. Like I suck.
I'm
at
not
that
a third
game.
grader.
Well, okay, but I'm getting my butt kicked by second and third graders at that stupid game. I
Okay.
suck.
So Bryson, since you won, you get to decide. Do you want to start truth or dare, or do you want Connor to start the truth or dare?
I'll start with truth or dare.
Okay. What do you want?
I'll do truth, not because I'm a wimp, but because I want to show the ropes, and because I'm a wimp.
Okay. Here we go. It is 19, of course. Okay. We gotta count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay. What's your most embarrassing movie theater experience?
Movie theater.
Oh
experience.
man, I've got one. Sorry.
I'm trying to think.
Funny. It's like I'll volunteer to share.
Actually, it's my turn.
I don't have a lot of embarrassing movie theater experiences.
Sorry.
Probably Across the Spider-Verse
Okay.
when it hit the to be continued screen. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
Did you scream?
I didn't scream, but it was like opening weekend and it was packed, and I made a lot of very loud noises. So. But so did the rest of the theater. So I don't know.
What was it? Give me one example.
I was thinking like, ugh. You're like, what?
You grunting.
I was just like one of those guys that like everyone can hear and it's like, ugh.
All right. Okay, Connor, truth or dare?
I'm gonna take dare. I'll take a dare. Do you want to take a picture of
Oh,
that screen
yes.
with that? Just
Ooh,
because I don't
smart.
need that, so keep that. I love this already.
This is great.
Oh my gosh.
Did you say you're doing dare?
I'm gonna do dare
Oh.
because I'm gonna show the ropes.
Oh. Well, I was showing like the truth ropes, So.
Yeah, and I'm showing the dare ropes.
Been a long day. It's 9:30.
Yes. Okay. There you go.
Oh yes, you
want me
keep
to keep
that.
it?
You keep that because you need them just in case.
Yes.
In case your phone dies. It's like blomp.
Oh, I need to stand up. Okay. You're doing dare?
Yeah, hit me. Sorry.
Okay, dare. Here we go. We're gonna roll the die. Actually, I think it'd be more fun if you roll the die.
Okay. Here we go. 14.
Oh my gosh, the high numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. Oh, this is good. Give a dramatic Oscar acceptance speech for winning Best Podcast Host.
Best podcast host?
Yes. So, welcome to the stage, Connor Benyon for Best Podcast Host.
Well, first off, I wanted to say thank you to myself for the hard work that I have put in because I hate setting up and taking down the stupid equipment. I hate it more than almost life itself. And to think that I would put us in a position where this podcast wouldn't succeed, I would kill myself.
Thanks, Charles.
but well, I'm not done. Thank you. But I just
start the music.
Shout out.
Sorry,
Turn the music off.
I just wanted to shout out Bryson Hendricks. Every time I get behind or get in front of the camera, I just think about how much I hate him, and it motivates me to make content that makes him angry. Thank you.
Excellent. Okay, Bryson, you may roll the die.
I like this.
All right.
Actually, sorry, truth or dare?
I think I'll go there.
Dare?
I'll go
I know
boy,
Dare was
all right.
actually pretty fun.
It's pretty good.
Let's see if you...
3.
Okay,
There
it's
we go.
not
Keep it
high
close.
enough. If you have to roll like a certain number or higher to get what's in the bag. Okay, so 3. You said dare?
Yeah.
3 for dare.
I'm scared.
Okay, pitch. Oh, okay, you're gonna pitch something. Okay, pitch a sequel to a terrible movie in under 60 seconds.
You're
Wait.
Okay.
Do you guys want to give me a movie?
What movie do you hate? We'll do a sequel of that. What movie do you cannot stand?
While you're thinking about that, super quick as a joke, pitch a terrible sequel. There's a competition where all of the greatest fighters get together and they call it a tournament. But they
don't-
call it life or death fighting, but there's no life or death fighting.
Sounds like Sean's Mortal Kombat movie.
Okay, pitch a sequel to a terrible movie in under 60 seconds.
Oh, well, guys, I don't have a movie.
Okay, what about
What movie do you hate?
what about cats
There you go.
named dogs?
Okay, Bryson.
All right.
No, you do. Yeah. What don't you like? What was terrible? What have we seen together that was terrible?
Go on your letterbox. What, you rated low? Anything?
I don't really rate. I'll do cats, but the dogs one. I'll do the dogs one. I haven't
Okay,
seen
you have
Cats, so I'll
60
make it work.
seconds to pitch it,
All right.
It's-
We've all seen Cats. We've all seen Cats.
and I'll be like the.
There's horrible CGI, but money can fix that. Instead of Taylor Swift,
Apparently not.
we'll have Alex Warren and Jelly Roll as like the songwriters.
Okay. With what's his name? Who sings Driver's License?
Oh,
but not
Olivia
Olivia
Rodrigo,
Rodrigo,
Louis
but
Capaldi.
Louis Capaldi.
Oh,
Shout out Cal.
Let's see. It'll be about dogs trying to find their bone. They lost
Okay.
it. They lost it.
They're ready to bone.
They're going to bone.
No. They
Got 20 seconds.
they lost their bone and they can't find it, so it's gonna be like an opera about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Instead of James Corden, we're gonna have Ellen DeGeneres. we're we're gonna go for like the grumpy dog vibes, maybe a slightly abusive dog.
You got the wheeze. I'm actually pretty
And that's 60
the
seconds.
thing is, that would have been better than that would have been better.
That probably would have been better. Great
It
sequel.
really would have
thank
been.
you.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, truth or dare?
I'm gonna go. Because I did dare last time. I'm gonna do truth this time.
1, 2,
Number 8.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right.
Good. That was a good one.
Thank you.
Okay. What? Truth, right?
Yeah.
What's a movie you watched way too many times?
So until Star Wars 7 that I saw in theaters 30 times. That's my all-time record.
crap.
I saw Frozen the original 27 times in theaters.
Honestly, valid. I
Crap.
think I watched it that many times too.
And before that, my record for the longest time, super quick story, was the original National Treasure.
Oh, really?
I love that movie, and I'll never forget it because it came out, I believe, at a point. I'll have to go back and check the release date, but I remember very vividly loving that movie. And at the time, we had the nerd boxes. They were $1 candy,
yeah.
and they weren't the little box. They were like the pocket-sized
Really?
box, but it was the split down the middle grape and strawberry together box. Do you ever
Yes.
remember those? And I got that, and then our small used to be our current medium, so it was a 16 ounce. I used to get a 16 ounce Coke and the Nerds.
Nice.
And I would go, and I think it came out in the summer because I swear I went and watched the 9 o'clock show for like 3 weeks.
Okay.
And I still to this day, that's why National Treasure is in my top 100.
great movie.
But to more directly answer your question, the more kind of embarrassing one would be Frozen. I
27
love
times in
that
in
movie.
theaters. We're not talking DVD.
In theaters. I loved that
that.
movie. Still do.
All right, Bryson. Truth or dare?
I'll go truth this time
'Kay.
because I went dare last time. Kind of alternate. 15.
15. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You know, I'm just gonna pick one.
Okay.
Which actor do you think is overrated?
Overrated.
Ooh.
Actor.
I can tell you who's underrated.
Over.
Overrated.
Talked way too many times. People think he's way too good than he really is, or she.
True. Oh, I have a lot of. I have. Nope, not Catherine Hahn. It's the other one.
Catherine Newton.
No, it's not even Catherine. I've talked to you about this before.
But
Maya Rudolph.
Oh,
I absolutely
yeah, he does
hate
not
Maya
like.
Rudolph.
Oh
Okay.
man, he
I
does
don't think
not
she's
like
funny
her.
at all.
No.
Okay.
Oh, he does not like her.
I don't like her at all.
Okay.
In Brooklyn Nine-Nine, when she shows up for like 3 episodes, he's like, I remember him going, I hate these episodes. Like, I hate her.
Yeah, no, I
Oh, my
don't
Lord.
like her.
I
at all.
forgot. Yeah. Oh, that's right.
I've
She's
never
in
once
Grown Ups
found her
too.
She's in
funny.
Grown Ups. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's in the
Oh.
first one too. I've never
Yep,
once
she's in
found her
Oh,
funny.
that's right. Yes, he does not
does
like
not
her.
like her.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I just did truth, so I'm gonna go dare.
Come on, baby.
Dare 3.
You know what? I'm gonna do it back anyways. Okay, 1 or 2.
Let's go 2.
You're not gonna like this.
I'm not gonna like it. Oh,
Okay.
Is there a possible throw up coming up here?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
Maybe. Okay. You ready? You're gonna have to chug. Sprite bottle.
Yes.
My number 1 rule is you can't wimp out. Okay, as Connor's doing that,
I'm glad I didn't do this because I just downed a Coke.
What do you want? Truth or dare?
I'll do dare. I'll do dare.
'Kay.
You want me to roll it?
Just roll
Or
it.
just
Can I throw it in this dubby?
Yeah, I just got it.
7.
7.
Should we just do
Just
that?
do 1 or 2.
Let's do 1.
1.
Uh-oh.
Okay. You got to eat this whole thing.
Ooh, Sprite.
Okay. You got to eat this whole thing, okay, Bryson? The whole thing. Don't wimp out.
No way.
You ready?
Yeah.
A quick blast.
Ew. Okay, I'm.
sour spray?
Super sour spray.
Oh, I'm glad that I got the Sprite.
Does anyone have like soup out there?
Okay. And then, well,
Ozzy, why don't you do one?
I'll do a Sprite.
You'll do a Sprite?
Yeah.
And then maybe we could do a truth or dare for you as well.
Yeah.
Chug, 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 chug,
Alright.
chug, chug, chug.
I think what I got to do.
It's better than I remember. I haven't had a Sprite in. Excuse me.
I just got spit all over me.
Did not expect that.
Wait.
Oh, excuse you. People are gonna be like, these people are disgusting. Oh wait. Excuse me. Sorry, that's kind of gross. Actually, sorry. I'll stop.
Oh my gosh.
If I can get this wrapping off, then I'll just chug it.
Oh my gosh.
All right, guys, this is gonna be gross, but cheers.
Jug, 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 jug.
Yuck.
It's not even that sour.
That's good. So much for super.
I think I got the better deal, honestly.
I think you did too.
This wasn't that bad.
Excuse me. It's like on Elf. Did you hear that? Yeah. You are so weird.
I think your iPad closed.
Oh.
Oh, never mind.
I was like, did it die? Woo.
Woo!
Yeah, this
I'm not done yet. Jeez.
I know. No, seriously. Here's the thing. I've been downing Propels that I was so used to seeing that clear
Propels are so
liquid.
good. Should we go for the Bam Adebayo? Let me throw it in the garbage. Bam Adebayo.
Oh, I was waiting.
I'll wait. All right. After.
Oh,
With all the carbonation,
jeez, man.
I've got
belly.
I've got my burps coming up of what I had for dinner. I had ultimate. Oh my gosh. Ozzy's gonna lose it. We did ultimate.
Oh,
You good there?
it went up my nose.
Oh, we did ultimate grilled cheese. So sourdough bread, Gouda cheese with sliced ham, turkey, salami, pesto, and some sliced up peppers and onions. Ooh, Ozzy just shot it backwards. He did not make it in case you
Just said Bam
didn't
Adebayo.
catch that.
That's why it didn't work.
I know. I'm
Bam
gonna go.
Adebayo.
I'm gonna go with Kobe this way.
Oh, he made it.
I absolutely nailed that. Well, I think we should entitle this "Screen Guys After Dark."
After dark.
Wait, Ozzy, was this inspired by like the Sprite challenge? Have you seen that? Where you chug a Sprite and
Oh yeah,
go as
I
long as
see
you
it.
can
Yeah,
without burping?
one of the dares was the dare was inspired by that one.
Yeah.
Nice. Should we do one more truth eats for
Yeah.
the road?
Yeah.
Sweet.
To end things.
Yeah.
I think we should give Ozzy like a dare as well. Like
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
one of the
Okay,
dares
for
on
me,
this.
I rolled a 9.
A 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which movie character are you most like in real life?
Oh. I'm trying to think. Because, and it's funny because as I say this, it sounds kind of dumb, but if you get a side by side, someone showed this to me once, at church once actually. It was really funny, and I was like, okay, I see it. So not that we act the same or anything, but he pulled up a photo and he was like, "You remind me of Daniel Craig."
Oh.
And he pulled up a photo of him and put us side by side, and then I like looked in the mirror and I was like, okay, I actually could see
I was
it.
gonna say, if you're 50 years old and looking down, Craig, I'm jealous.
Yeah. So, but character I'm like, I would say, I'm drawing a blank.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Well, the thing is, I mean, probably
Who's
Nate.
someone ultra racist. No,
Prob-
I'm just kidding. Connor's not racist.
I was gonna say Nate Wilcox. That's Nate Bargatze's character in The Breadwinner. Yeah, I don't know who I would equivalent myself to. Probably. I mean, I like to think. Here's the thing. I like to think I'm a pretty comedic guy, but then I think about everyone that we've had on the pod, and I'm like, I think you guys are hilarious. So, yeah, maybe someone who's pretty comedic, but I like to think I'm reliable and dependable, and maybe anger from Inside Out. I feel like I have a pretty short fuse. Bryson's seen it a couple. Actually, you've seen it too.
To say with kids, it's very short.
So, I final answer. I think I'm gonna go with anger from Inside.
There you
Out.
go.
I would say for you, we kind of joke about this. I feel like me and him are both a mix of Jake and Charles from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Nice.
On
Yeah.
any given day, we
Nice.
are one or the other. Or both. But anyway.
Okay,
Do you want me to
Bryson, truth or dare? Actually, you're going to do truth. Excuse me.
10.
10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's just pick a different one. I think we use all these. Let's do this one. Ooh, that's a good one. What's the worst movie recommendation you've ever given someone?
Oh.
Let's see.
Like, you say, hey, go watch this movie, and they hated it.
Oh, yeah. Oddly enough, it was The Fall Guy. Which is a good movie,
Really?
in my opinion.
Who hated it?
My aunt and uncle. I was like, hey, you guys should watch
Really?
this.
Dang.
And they're like, yeah, we didn't like it. They turned it off. It's like the unicorn scene. Another one.
Oh.
I mean, I guess that's kind of understandable. Another one. I was talking to one of my other uncles, and he was like, "Is Project Hail Mary any good?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's great. You should go watch it." And I was talking to him the other day. He's like, "Yeah, we went and saw it. We didn't think it was all that." I was like,
Dang.
"Really?"
I had super quick. I think you were here. A longtime family friend of ours. A couple came in. They were going to see Devil Wears Prada, and they walked in, and I was working, and I was like, "What are you going to see?" And I thought they were telling me that and I remember this now. This was the third time they had come in 3 weeks. So they said just to the movies in general. Once they saw Project, once they saw Michael, then they were going to Devil. So when I said, "What are you going to see?" They thought I said, "It's good to see you again," or something like that. And they're like, "Yeah, 3 times in 3 weeks." And I thought they meant that they were going to see a movie for the 3rd time in 3 weeks. And I was like, "You've seen Project Hail Mary that many times?" Because I thought it was Project, because they were right at that time. And they went, "Project? No, that movie was awful." And they were like, "It was so boring. He was talking to a rock." And I was like,
They obviously weren't listening to the
I
movie.
know. I was like, what?
They have no emotional connection to the movie. Jeez.
So anyway, no, that is funny. But I had someone say they did not care for Project Hail Mary. I was like, what? Okay.
Okay, I'll do a dare real quick.
19.
Gosh, why are these so high numbers? 1, 2, 3.
I'm starting to get like a sugar headache. Like it's headed to my brain.
Okay. Oh no.
Love to hear that.
Act out a movie villain ordering food at a drive-thru.
Oh, please. My brain.
To a Smeagol impression.
Does he count as a villain?
Yeah, I get. Sure. I was gonna do Joker or Smeagol.
Ooh.
Smeagol.
For anybody, I mean, he can't show it here. If you ever see Ozzy out in the wild, his Smeagol, I'm talking to you though, his Smeagol impression
Is good.
It's outstanding. Like if Andy Serkis met him in life, he'd probably take notes on him.
Really?
Okay.
Okay.
He is incredible.
What fast food joint are we
I don't know. You tell me.
Probably
Far West McDonald's?
Far West McDonald's, no pickles on the McDouble.
No pickles on McDoubles. Okay, I gotta do it. I can't really look at anyone right now. Okay.
Hi, welcome to McDonald's. Do you have a mobile order?
No.
Okay, what can we get started for you?
Me wants McDouble with cheese. No cheese, she's precious. What's your sorry, stupid, smoogle, stupid. Me wants a McDouble with no pickles. No pickles, precious. Okay, that's why it's so precious.
No pickles.
No pickles. Large. What they got over you? I don't know, precious. Shut up. Okay. Large Diet Coke? No, I want Coke. I want sugar present. Oh, sorry, precious. Large Coke.
Large Coke.
Yes. It's in the, it's back there. No, precious. Thank you. Okay, that's all I want.
That'll be one precious.
My precious, oh no, I can't do the precious, oh, the precious, the double, I don't want a double, I want the precious, give me the precious, give me the precious, no, I don't want the double, give me the precious, okay, here's one precious.
That's all I got.
It is incredible. We
I got spit all over this thing.
I don't remember exactly which class it was or when it was, but when we were in high school, we were just trying to I think we were just testing our range, like our abilities, and just like, do something that you think you're really good at. Mm-hmm. And he got in this Smeagol stance, and but it worked out because our junior year we had just done Tarzan, and all summer long we had practiced and trained on running while keeping our knuckles on the ground and moving like an ape.
Like that, yeah.
And so he's down and he's got that ape posture and he is climbing around the steps. It was
incredible.
It's incredible.
That was Oscar worthy.
Thanks.
It is incredible.
Honestly, I don't think I've done a Smeagol impression in like 10 years.
That's why I'm like, this is probably the first time I've heard that since high school.
I started crying,
I cannot think of anything else to say. That's why I hear like a lot of mumbling because I'm like, I can't even think about what to say right now.
I think that's what Smeagol does, though. It's a lot
It sounded just like him. That was so awesome.
Yeah. Thanks.
Wow. So, our Screen Guys After Dark
Truth or Dare.
Truth or Dare has come to a conclusion. We hope that you've enjoyed it. There's kind of two parts to it. There's the kind of more formal episode, and then there's the After Dark.
Yeah, little casual.
Yes. Sean's going to watch this and be like, okay, I'm never not coming on the pod again.
The one episode I missed.
One episode. But again, thank you for tuning in. Please remember to like, share, subscribe if you loved anything specific from this episode and want to see us do more of it. Let us know by leaving comments below. And again, we're just so grateful for you. Anything before we head out, gentlemen?
Thanks, guys. We appreciate your support. Like, I just love coming on here. Whether we have 60 or 600 subscribers, that does not matter to me. I just love being on the podcast. This is a fun hobby. I love it.
Yeah, agreed.
I love being on here. I don't know. I got the call probably 15 minutes before we started.
Oh, yeah. He was ready to go. He was on call.
Yeah. So I love being on here. I love listening to the pod. So.
Oh, speaking of which, we have reached over 800 followers on TikTok. So thank you.
Let's go.
Thank you. We appreciate you. And here's moving towards 900.
Woo!
Thank you and have a wonderful night.